Room's hot.
Heidi and Frank Show. Good time to join us. If you're a UFC fan, even if you're not, you should start because it's something else to see. And this September 5th, which is my birthday, Saturday, September 5th.
We know.
UFC 191 with Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson's going to be fighting John Dodson again. First fight was awesome, and I'm expecting the same out of the second fight. And Paige VanZant is also going to be fighting. She's in the strawweight division, currently ranked number 7. She's the second youngest female currently in the UFC, and here they are.
Oh
Hello.
my goodness! Hi,
You are gorgeous.
Demetrious.
Paige, you aren't bad either.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming in. Is this early for you guys? You are already up and trained by now.
No, this is early for me.
Early.
Definitely.
This is early. I ain't training right now. This is early.
It's very early. It's early for us too. We don't normally wake up this early.
Mm-hmm.
It's surprising to me to find out that at one point you were both obese, and now the MMA has both got you in incredible shape. It's amazing. You guys look wonderful.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a problem growing up like that? Were you ever like that? You got into athletics because you had like a weight issue or anything like that?
For me, no. I was actually underweight for a very long time, and which was really funny. I had to start eating like more meals my doctor made me.
Pounding in
Yeah.
sure, you
I
know.
like put it on, and now I'm like mad at my doctor. Like, why'd you make me put those extra pounds on?
You look good though. You look good, and you guys are
Thank
both
you.
in your fighting weight, ready to go Saturday night.
Yep.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, this is walking around weight for me right now, and you know, I was telling her outside, you only have to weigh your fight weight for 1 minute. If not even
Okay,
1
that's what I
Yeah.
wanted to ask you because even it's like the next day, people look so much bigger in the ring. So on the like when Ronda Rousey weighs in that day before the fight, there's zero water in her body. She is just shredded. The guys too. And then the next day in the ring, she just looks all beat. And I'm like, I don't understand.
I thought she got her period.
That was one day. That was one day later.
Water
He's like, Ronda must be that time in the month.
good time to fight.
Yeah.
And you guys can what? Gain weight, lose weight very quickly, right?
Yeah, typically it's all about the water weight.
It's water weight.
You know, a lot of people, if you do it the unhealthy way, then you're going to be drawing water from your organs and all that stuff. And then a lot of people like to IV afterwards. But it's typically all water
And
weight.
IV is all legal.
Right now, it's legal, but October 4th, there won't be any more IV.
That's what I thought I heard, yeah. That you're not allowed to do
That's a
that
good thing.
anymore.
Don't worry.
So walking
about it.
around,
Yeah.
you're flyweight 125, but walking around just on a, you don't got a fight coming up. What are you? Just
Typically, I walk around like 142, 143, even out of training camp. Like, I'm just a small guy. So, typically, I've heard flyweight kids like 150.
So you could go up in division. Because if you're 142...
I mean, you could, but like when I'm training, I'm coming home sometimes weighing like 139, and the next weight class is 135. So you have guys who fight at 135. I don't know, TJ, I know he's taller than me, but he probably walks around like 155. Like I've never seen, even after I've had surgery, I've never jumped in the scale and seen 150 before in my whole entire life. And that's like
I wish I did.
pushing it. So
And that's the same for me. I mean, I walk around a little heavier than a flyweight, but I walk around a little heavier than a flyweight.
Wait a second. So
the 120.
take me through. Okay, so straw weight
It's
is
115, yeah.
and then
So I fight a straw weight, which is 115. So that's what I cut down to, but
She cuts down to marriage material.
yes.
5'4", 115. Look at her.
I mean, there's the argument that I could just go to 125, but I mean, I'm healthier at 115. My body is in top physical shape. It's where I'm healthiest and the best
and where you
athletically.
feel the best.
Yes.
Well, but Demetrious, I mean, to challenge yourself, because you've been so dominant in the flyweight division. I mean, to actually go up and fight those guys who have to cut weight to get down to 135, and you just be able to go, okay, I don't have to cut as much to be here. Would you, at some point, want to challenge yourself like that and go into another division and try to dominate like you did already?
I've done it before, and obviously it's something I plan on doing in the future. But as of right now, I'm trying to break the most title defenses. Right now, it's 10. This Saturday, if I'm successful,
You'll
will be
tie
number
it.
7. No.
Oh no, you're okay.
I'm at 6, so I got 4 more to go
That's
just to
right.
tie it, and then 5 to beat it. So
You realize how you're sitting with pound for pound,
I
probably
know.
best fighter in the world.
I know it's crazy because we had you on the phone last week or the week before, and we were talking about that. Crazy.
Let him punch you in the stomach.
Well, let me clench first. Let me really tighten it up first. So this week, because you guys have so much press, you started here and then you've got press all day. And probably, are you train? You get to train, or is that pretty much you are where you are and that's what it's going to be?
Usually I take Sunday as a rest day, but I made sure I worked out yesterday, so I would compensate for missing, say, my workout this morning, but I still get to, since the fight's only in Vegas, I go back, I get training tonight, I get to train in the morning before I even
The
go
training
to
with
Vegas.
Uriah Faber and the Alpha Males.
I do,
love
yeah.
them. I love them.
Team Alpha Male.
Yeah.
So you're young. You're 21 years old, Paige VanZant, and so you're one of the youngest females out there fighting right now. In
I am.
UFC?
I believe I'm the third youngest fighter in UFC.
And you're 5-1.
5-1, yeah.
5-1. What's your go-to? I mean, are you like the stand-up, the wrestling, the grappling, the jiu-jitsu? What do you like?
You know, I don't really have a specific background.
She's just all around
any
ass
discipline.
kicker.
Yeah, you know,
whatever you want to do.
Well-rounded, but I don't know. I tend to take my fights and do a lot of ground and pound. I mean, not on purpose. It just kind of happens. So, I would say that's my biggest strength.
Is there any dirty there's dirty boxing, but is there any like dirty wrestling when you get down there? It's like meaning like you wrestled somebody who didn't shower. And they're like,
no. I mean, checking the
like,
oils.
Checking the oils.
Checking the oils is one of the things. You do a switch and you go back and you grab the right butt cheek and you pull in.
Yeah.
Ew.
Fish hook that butt right there.
There you go.
Pull them over. I was a wrestler in high school. You probably tell by my body type. Actually,
Tell him what you fought. Tell him what you wrestled at.
My freshman year in high school, I was the 98-pound class division. I gained a whole knee since then. Really, I had to cut a whole, whole freshman with me to get down to weight. But we weighed in naked back in the day, and there'd be guys that I'd see that wouldn't make the weight that had nothing but like tidy whities on, and he'd take his underwear off and get back on the scale and make it.
Oh, come on.
I mean, in a weird way. So, I mean, it seemed like you hold up the towel sometimes and go completely butt naked. Have you ever been so close where it's like that? It was down to that, or
not
you used the bathroom and came back.
Not in mixed martial arts. Because mixed martial arts, you can use a sauna, you can use tub, you can do the things that you cannot do in high school.
Jumping rope in the shower.
Sauna suits.
Yeah,
sauna suits. Like in high school, they won't allow you to do that. They're like, no, not even more. There's a hydration cut. You do a hydration test, and you go into the doctor and they say, okay, hey, you weigh 135, so this season you have to wrestle 133. They're trying to get away from. They're trying to make sure people aren't dying.
Good.
It is good. It's good for the health.
Are you shocked though because every once in a while we'll watch the weigh-ins, and are you shocked when somebody doesn't make weight when that's sort of your whole world is? Because then you don't give as much money if you
lose 20%.
That's your whole like. How are you surprised? Like I would know the night before, I would know the morning before, and then you miss it.
Especially when you fight for the UFC. This is our job.
Right.
The only thing we have to do is make weight and show up and fight and put on a good performance. So it is kind of shocking when I see someone who doesn't make weight because it's only such a high level.
You're like, hello. I mean,
food is so good.
I know. Believe me, I know. I want to cut 30 pounds. I can't seem to do it.
Demetrious Johnson, always such a nice guy, and there's no talking smack. There's just going out and doing the job because he does it the best.
Mm-hmm.
How do you handle mentally when people try to come after you and try to get inside your head? Maybe like with Rhonda, like attack her family members. I mean, they're trying to like do whatever they can to knock her off her game. How do you handle that kind of stuff when they go outside of you and make it about something else?
Well, it's a little different. They're trying to attack my family members. They have to come to my house literally and try to attack them. Then I go upstairs to get the 6 hour and then let them have it. So for this is a sport and this is a competition. They can see whatever they want. At the end of the day, we still have to get in the octagon and fight. If it was like people are running their mouth and we can never fight, then yeah, I can get a little emotional about it. But at the end of the day, Saturday night, we're going to get in a fight.
Is there ever a time for both of you? Is there ever a time that you don't like somebody so much that you don't want to touch gloves with them? Those moments where a lot of times the girls won't. There's the girl fights where they won't. Guys are usually always like, all right, here we go, Belle, let's go. And sometimes the girls are like, no, we're good. And then let's go fight. I guess for that person.
I think girls do fight a little more emotionally, so they kind of have to hate their opponent.
I would have to hate my opponent. I can't be friends.
And you have to look good in cornrows. It's a must.
There has to be there's a certain type of girl that's a fighter. So maybe it's either a little more catty or a little more emotional. So I think that's the reason girls don't.
But you always touch gloves.
She's an emotional fighter. You can see it in her face.
Yeah.
You ever start crying out there?
Yes. Oh
Why?
boy. Well, I mean, so especially so my last fight, it was just a really big obstacle for me to fight someone that was like a veteran in the sport. I looked up to this girl. So in the last 10 seconds, I knew I won. So they ring the little like 10-second
Oh,
clappers,
that where you hear
and
the
I was
clap.
like, I'm like still punching her in the face. And I
I totally kicked your ass.
I was bawling and punching her in the face, and I was like, it was a
good cry.
happy cry.
Yeah.
What was her name you beat again?
Felice Herring.
She was like, "Is it
Oh.
fucking raining in here right now?"
Did I cut her? No, she's
Yeah.
crying on me. Oh, gross. It's in my mouth.
Oh, that's good stuff.
So yeah, Saturday, September 5th, my birthday, by the way. So when you're both victorious, raise your hand in the air and go, "Hey, happy
Nice.
birthday, Frank!"
Happy birthday.
Did you guys happen to watch the VMAs last night, the Video Music Awards?
I watched
I
the most important thing, which was Kanye West's rant. So yeah, I
Yeah.
watched it.
He's gonna be
Saying
our
he's
next
gonna run for
president.
Oh,
Yep,
that's funny.
yep.
Very
Yep.
exciting.
If you could pick a celebrity, since you got Donald Trump running now, and then Kanye making a big claim, in 2020 he's gonna run for president. If you could put a celebrity, I mean, Ronald Reagan did it, a celebrity in the title of on the office of president, who would you pick?
Justin Timberlake.
Oh,
Justin
that's not too
Timberlake.
shabby.
All right.
Yeah.
I think he's a good man and take care of his wife and his kid, and I haven't heard him do anything wrong.
That's right. He is pretty
He's-
squeaky clean.
Yeah, he's not on social media posting random stuff, so I'll go Justin
That's a
Timberlake.
good choice.
That is a
Paige?
good choice.
You know, I don't have one.
You don't?
I don't know.
Ronda Rousey?
Sure.
You love her.
Ronda
Yeah.
Rousey.
I love her too.
I say Joe Rogan as president.
I'll be cool with that.
Yeah.
I know, huh?
He gets stuff done.
Yeah, he gets stuff done. He's a
Passion,
smart,
he's
smart
smart.
guy and just
He
a
hunts.
no S
Yep.
type of guy. So
Yep.
yeah, I'd say Joe Rogan. Thank you guys so much for coming in, and good luck in UFC
Can't wait,
191.
Saturday night.
Demetrious Johnson is going to fight John Dotson, and Paige VanZant's going to fight Alex Chambers. It's going to be September 5th at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. And for tickets, you can still go to Ticketmaster.com. Can't wait to see it. Thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
We're coming right back. We're Heidi and Frank.